We now move to the first final game of the championship. The Kiwi team performs the Haka Challenge for the benefit of their American opponents, who don't appear to be paying much attention. The New Zealand squad performed this native Maori war challenge before each of their games, and the opposing teams quickly learned to ignore it and act as though they didn't even notice. The Zealanders come out hard in the top of the first. With 2 out, Mark Sorensen, who was having a brilliant day at the plate, cracks a Dave Scott pitch up the middle for a single. Nichols follows with a base hit down the right field line, and Sorensen lands in scoring position at third base. Murray McLean at the plate now with 2 out and runners at second and third. He rips a hard ground ball to short, and with the throw to first being in time, the inning ends and New Zealand strands 2. We go to the bottom of the first. USA batting, 1 out, and Mitch Munphy takes a walk, courtesy Chub Tangaroa. Jim Clark doubles on an error, scoring Munphy, and the United States take a 1-0 lead. Brian Rothrock moves Jim Clark to third with this ground ball effort to Eddie Kalassi. That's how the inning will end, though, as Bruce Beard gets fooled on a great changeup by Tangaroa. With 2 out in the top of the second, Freddie Wyatt makes it to first on an error by Bruce Beard. Then Dave Wall moves Wyatt to second on this hard-hit ground ball. Rick Minton makes an excellent diving attempt but can't hang on, and Wall gets the single. Eddie Kalassi gets an RBI on this shot up the right field line, scoring Wyatt. But that's all in the second. The score tied at 1. We move to the top of the third, and New Zealand again at bat. Mark Sorensen, showing again why the Toronto Blue Jays are interested in him, slams a Dave Scott pitch over the center field fence for a solo home run. And without a doubt, this is one happy young man.
For Mark Sorensen, his 3rd home run today. And is he happy?
That's the end for Steve Scott for a while, as Steve Schultz takes over on the rubber and retires the sign. But the damage is done. It's New Zealand 2, USA 1. Bill Boyer on second base in the bottom of the third inning with 1 out. Seeing third base is not being covered, he steals. And with Sorensen's overthrow, he tags third and heads home. With a good play, Wall picks up the overthrow and guns him down at home. Sorensen blocking the plate all the way. Freddie Wyatt leads off the 4th inning with a solid hit to center. With 1 out, Kalassi walks, and Wyatt moves to second. Steve Schultz is in some big trouble here as Kerr Johansson steps up and moves everyone ahead with a good sacrifice bunt. Schultz intentionally walks the ever-dangerous Mark Sorensen to load the bases. The heat is on as Mike Nichols stands in to take another walk from Schultz, bringing in Freddie Wyatt. The New Zealand half of the 4th ends with the Kiwis in front 3-1. The only excitement in the American half of the 4th is when Brian Rothrock, considered by many to be the best in the game today, takes this Tangaroa fastball on the right elbow, going to the ground in a great deal of pain.
This is the fellow that the United States doesn't want to lose, too.
After some attention by the American trainer, he continues in the game with another scar from the Battle of the Champions. We move to the top of the 5th with Dave Scott back on the rubber for the USA. Jimmy Hall doubles here on a confusing play in the outfield, where Bill Boyer fails to come up with the ball. Don Tricker is up next, and in another display of tough pitching, takes the ball on the fingers as he squares to bunt. Another painful memory from the 7th ISF Championship. After some medical attention, Tricker continues. The ball is ruled foul.
Tricker with a band-aid on his hand now up to
Scott makes a good play to get the out.
Back to the mound. No one there at first, but
Simon Kerr, pinch running for Jimmy Hall, is now at third base, scores on this wild pitch from Scott, and the inning ends with the Kiwis in front 4-1. It's the bottom of the 6th inning now, with Mitch Munphy on first after being walked by Tangaroa. The stiff prairie winds, though, play a role as Clark towers a high infield fly. Kerr Johansson misjudges and is forced to make a great diving catch for the out. The United States makes one final effort in the bottom of the 7th when Rick Minton let go this rocket into center field for a solo home run. But the Americans come up on the short end of a 4-2 score as New Zealand forces a second game, the gold medal final.